quite turn out that way, because in the end, Rajasthan Royals winning by a margin of 20 runs, which in maybe Test match cricket, not an innings defeat, but in T20 cricket, it's a massive, massive difference. 20-run win is not only going to bump up Rajasthan Royals' net run rate going forward, it'll affect Lucknow Super Giants' net run rate going forward. So it is a big win. And why I say it is a big win, because at one point it looked like it could be a thriller. It looked like as if it'll go down to the wire. But the credit then needs to go to the death bowlers of Rajasthan Royals. While we'll discuss everything, their batting performances, of how Rayan Parag stepped up while batting, or how the rest of their bowlers did well. But I think towards the end, if there was one major difference, it was a Sandip Sharma and an Avesh Khan. Avesh Khan bowling that final over against a Nicholas Pooran, who can murder most bowlers on the planet, getting his Yorkers right. I think kudos to him. But even more than him, I think the star of the show towards the death to ensure it's a big margin was Sandip Sharma. Bowls 3 overs in the death. Imagine. I think if I had to look at a toughest job in the world, I'd say Sandip Sharma had that, because there was a KL Rahul, there was a Nicholas Pooran on strike. They were going very well by 12, 13 and over, which was the required net run rate. Sandip Sharma is given the ball, and he gives away, if I'm not mistaken, 23 runs in his final 3 overs. So the final 3 overs that he bowls, that's towards the death. That's his speciality. Gives away 23. That's an economy of 7.3, which is outstanding.
And takes the wicket of Rahul breaks. That partnership ensures that when Lucknow was seemingly doing okay to be in the chase, to be in the match, he ensured that that crucial breakthrough that his side needed, that momentum that had to be broken was broken, and was very, very tight. In fact, managed to keep somebody like Pooran also quiet. So hats off. That was just and he bowled with a lot of experience, pace off the ball so many times. Even then, somebody like a Pooran and a KL Rahul both finding it hard. Those also seasoned campaigners. Let's not forget. But Sandip Sharma, hats off to the gumption with which he bowled. Fearless bowling, wasn't afraid of going for the block hole. It's always hit or miss. You miss it, the ball goes into the park. But very good death bowling. Impressive stuff there by Sandeep.
I mean, it is a big transformation for Sandip Sharma. I mean, what did he initially start off with? From his under-19 days itself, he was a power play bowler, swinging the ball and also ensuring that he bowled in that channel. He had to make a very tough decision to bowl in the death overs, following people had figured him out in the power play after 2015-16 onwards. Okay, Sandip Sharma's first, if I may say, death overs baptism by fire. Actually, many people will not remember about it. It was a game, India versus Australia at Chennai. Australia were cruising to 370. That side had a Gurinder Sandhu, it had a Matthew Wade, it had all the other players in the proper Australian setup at that time. But his death overs towards the fag end, 3 overs that he bowled, ensured that Australia were restricted to 331 and India managed to chase that total down. It was around 2012 or 2013 if I am not mistaken. But then in the IPL, he's had 2 instances that many people will remember. He kept MS Dhoni quiet at Chepauk. Despite those 2 sixes, otherworldly sixes by MS Dhoni, he just kept his cool. He didn't get things according to plan during the game against SRH. Remember, he had a no ball and then Abdul Samad hit it for a 6. But then he manages to take it to the very last ball also. So Sandeep, look at it, slow cutters onto the pitch, and then he bowled that wide for Yorker. 3 overs, 1 for 22, breaks the partnership. KL Rahul also was looking in good touch. Nicholas Pooran just starting to tee off. That changed the game. Rahul's wicket broke the momentum totally for it.
While we'll give credit to Rajasthan, I think they did very well, whether it was with the bat or the ball. I mean, you're getting close to 200 runs. Kudos to your batting lineup. Also, they were stuttering at one point, but got those runs, so kudos. And their bowlers. This is the other team that tends to stick to 5 to 6 bowlers, no more. There are teams that don't experiment. That has been working well for them. But I think I will still also put the blame on Lucknow Super Giants, and for the life of me, I cannot understand how one of the best T20 batter in the world right now, in terms of form, in terms of performances, is batting at number 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is the team that they played was roughly in fact, quite the 11 that we had also predicted before the season started. So no surprise there. But at that time, if you remember, I had pushed down Ayush Badoni, would push down Deepak Hooda. Of course, Marcus Stoinis is coming lower down the order. But Nicholas Pooran batting at 6. And the other thing, while at the end of the game, the strike rate of both KL Rahul and Nicholas Pooran is looking decent, but I still think they missed a trick in that 7, 8, 9, 10 over stage.
Yeah.
Because you allowed the required run rate to go over 12, and over 12 is fine if you've got it for the last 5 overs or the last 6. That's controllable. To maintain a 12 and over sort of a required run rate for a period of 10 overs, and with you having lost a lot of wickets, I don't think was an ideal scenario. Yes, now when you look at a strike rate 131 will look okay for KL Rahul, 150 odd for Nicholas Pooran will look good, but I think you let go of the momentum, because somewhere down the line, of course, Sandip Sharma is a skilled bowler. Of course, Avesh did very well. But there had to be phases, no? There would have been 3-4 overs that you'll do well. There will be 3-4 overs of the bowlers bounce back. So if you had been, I'm not saying you had to go mad because you had lost wickets, but you had to be about a 120, 130 strike rate even then, each batter, and then push it towards the end. You wouldn't have left so much to do towards the end, which you did, notwithstanding the good bowling that Rajasthan did. So I think that was questionable from them. One, the batting order. No way that Nicholas Pooran is going to bat there so low down the order. I mean, honestly, a Nicholas Pooran batting below a Deepak Hooda and Ayush Badoni.
That has been LSG's problem, isn't it? Lack of flexibility.
And we sort of went through the diagnosis when we were making the 11 again, and the diagnosis was that again, this is a team packed with middle order batters, and what they've learned over the last 2 seasons, Ayush Badoni, Deepak Hooda, you play them at 6 and 7, you're not able to get the best out of either of them. So what they've tried doing is they pushed Badoni at number 3 today. They got in a Deepak Hooda as the impact sub, who we thought would then be batting number 7 because they already had the kind of batting. And they again did the wrong thing for me. Deepak Hooda as the impact sub was fine, finishes with a 200 strike rate, but at the cost of Nicholas Pooran batting even below him, that's not done. Maybe he could have come in to rescue. I'm saying he could have come in to rescue the team had it been a situation like that, but only after Pooran was there at the crease already, not after Pooran.
Even Stoinis actually batting at number 7.
Yeah.
Stoinis also batting at number 7. What you'll have to do is push all of them ahead. I know it's not natural for a Hooda or a Badoni to be batting there, but you'll have to ask them to do the hard work.
The thing is, they're looking for the upside to come from these 2 Indian batters, but as a result, you're also seeing the downside of your foreign players not getting the best of the time in the middle. So they need to find the balance somewhat.
I'm saying if a Pooran is batting higher up, you keep a Badoni and all, and then they know, let's say they come in a situation where these batters are out, then they know that they have to bat at a 200 strike rate, and you as a batter have to adjust. See, once you start doing well, I'm just giving an example. Let's say for Rajasthan, Jurel is batting so low down the order, right? Many will think that with Jurel, the batter that he is, should bat higher. But they're doing the right thing, saying, no, you come down the order, do the hard work. Yes, a year down the line when he consistently keeps doing the hard work, he is pushed up. Or a Rinku Singh now gets pushed up, but earlier had to do the hard work. So get the younger player, the younger Indian players to do the harder work down, because more often than not, Nicholas Pooran at 3 and 4, and that's where he bats, at other T20 leagues and internationally, and has the most enviable record for any batter in T20 cricket last 12 odd months. If you allow him to bat, he'll finish the game early only. You're not going to have a 20 run. Yes, if he gets out in those rare occasions, then you tell the young guys, listen, now step up, do your work, finish that. Today, Nicholas hasn't worked. Most times he'll work, he'll finish the game for you. The youngsters just can put their feet up and relax.
I mean, see, where does Nicholas Pooran and Marcus Stoinis bat in their respective national teams? Number 4 and number 5.
True.
Now, you remember, and even Lucknow fans will remember, when did Marcus Stoinis have his major dip? When he batted this low down the order. He just couldn't get the momentum going. And when the momentum came, it was too late. And that is why Lucknow also struggled. They managed to make it to the eliminator, but in both editions of the IPL, you've seen how they have huffed and puffed their way to the eliminator. Because they just can't seem to have a flexible plan B when it comes to the batting. For example, if a Devdutt Padikkal and Quinton de Kock had fallen early, Wasn't that an amber light to tell you that, okay, get your experienced T20 destructive batter up to stem the rot? But then you allowed a Badoni to come in and then see.
And especially, can I tell you why? Because you knew KL was going to only play one way. So, if KL is going to play one way, no point having a Badoni come at that time.
Now, again, KL's knock will again divide opinion in a big way.
It should.
Because now,
in a chase of close to 200, this is questionable.
Yeah.
And it is a reminder that taking the game deep is not for everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
KL, if this kind of a knock, if he plays, forget it.
See what happened.
Forget it.
No, and the thing is, both were trying to take it deep.
Exactly.
Pooran also accelerated much later.
And what happened? The moment you try to shift gears,
you can't
lost your wicket.
KL Rahul and many others will have to understand that if you're opening, the power play is the only time when you can capitalize irrespective of a situation, irrespective of it.
Which Rohit used to say in Indian T20 cricket, the problem is 30 for 3 also you have to attack, which you're not doing.
India in the 2022 T20 World Cup had the third worst, if I'm not mistaken. I think only Bangladesh were the other.
It doesn't matter second, third, it's worst.
It's
second worst when it came to power play.
Look at the semi-final. 10 overs, you were 62 for 3. 10 overs. You made it up with 106 runs more in the last 10 overs, but then that is expected. But imagine if you are 82 or 92 for 3. 10 overs. It would have made a big difference. And
there I will still, let's say the India example, there I'll still give you a leeway. Your batting order is never deep. There's no super sub and all that. Still an issue. Dare I say the LSG batting lineup is much deeper than that Indian batting lineup.
Yeah.
You have a Krunal Pandya coming at number 8.
Yes.
Who has, by the way, if you remember, batted at 3 also for Mumbai Indians. I remember on certain games they would just push him.
Even LSG last season.
Yeah. So, if you've got batting like that till number 8, batters who can win you, then you cannot have this approach. And okay, you can have this approach for an over at best or something like suddenly 3 wickets, okay, 1 over you've taken. That also not because of the approach. Let's say one outstanding over has happened. You can't do anything, right? If a good bowler and Rajasthan has good bowler, let's say one, bowler has bowled an outstanding over. Then you say, okay, what to do? It is a very good bowler. He was bang on money, bowled really good balls. What can I do? So, okay, I'll cover up next over. But you had decided, doesn't matter, good over, bad over. Now I have to consolidate for that much time. That's where the bus has sailed. Yes, you tried to catch up. You tried to take it close. But somewhere down the line, there would have had to be 2-3 other good overs. You have to account for that. And so, you did not attack when in the need be. Big problem.
And also look at Quinton. Horrible ball from Trent Bolt, but he found the fielder. So poor shot and poor luck also for him.
That ball gets hit for a 6 9 times out of 10.
And de Kock in the World Cup, see how fortunes change. Similar ball like that in Lucknow itself, he would hit it into the stands at fine leg. This time he found the fielder. Look at how Padikkal went. Look at how Ayush Badoni went.
Padikkal, you could say, still
great ball.
Great ball, also kept a little low.
Yeah, but then what you can do? That's how Bolt gets it. Yeah. Even Badoni. If you look at it.
But Padikkal at number 3 again, I don't think that's a wise thing to do as far as.
No, but where else will you bat him? He's an opener, he's number 3. Again. No, but how? By the way, the best thing. Which I think is the best thing. We were all and that I think is the headline from this game.
Yeah.
If you are looking at from Indian cricket's point of view, which at least I am, there was talks and there were a lot of rumors that KL Rahul is going to bat in the middle order. And what did we all say? Please don't do that.
Yeah.
His position is opening. He's got majority of his runs opening. And I remember saying that when these rumors were there, I remember saying, I don't think he's going to open. Will the franchise allow him? I don't think he's going to bat in the middle order.
Yeah.
Because will the owners or the franchise allow him to bat in the middle order? I don't think so. No. And I'm happy that's how it's turned out, because that's his right position. Just because you want to stake a claim for the Indian team, just because you want to do it and you see that's the only way I can get in, there's no slot on top and there's a wicket keeper slot open, so I'm going to keep wickets, which he did, because they have other options.
That's also surprising.
No, that's not surprising. Okay, fine.
Because
let's say
Quinton de Kock ahead of the match said he's going to be wicket keeping. Multiple reports today in the print, it was there as well, that people inside the camp were saying that KL will not be keeping for the first couple of matches, and then he keeps the entire 20 overs.
That I'm still okay with.
It's a welcome thing.
Yeah,
it's a welcome thing.
it's a
but I'm
still
saying,
okay with.
LSG
No,
may
at
have
least-
surprised themselves with the result, but they've surprised us much more with these choices.
No, but I'd say because if he had not opened, then the talk would have been Acha, very smart when he has to open test matches. You know, when there was a need, then he opens. When there's no need, so I'm happy he's opened. He wants to see himself as a wicket-keeper batsman. Good, but his batting position to bat in middle order would have been opportunism, where you've just looked at, okay, there is a slot opening up, so let me bat in the middle order. I'm happy whoever took the decision could very well have been KL Rahul himself, who saw the team's need, his own team's need, and thought that no, opening is my best slot, so I'm going to open, and he opened.
So
good on him.
5 candidates now?
No, but now, what this match, I think the biggest plot of this match was at least 3 candidates were playing today for that wicket-keeper, and the one who's come out with flying colours.
Sanju
Samson.
Samson. Yep.
Sanju Samson.
4 auditions, right? Till now, 4 auditions.
5. KL's also batted, no?
But he's not in the auditions now
Let's
anymore.
see.
Of course he is.
But if he's opening
No,
out,
but
then
who knows?
See, you got only one more left after us.
We
That's
had named
Ishan
6,
Kishan.
no? We
Yeah,
had named
named
6. And 5 have done.
So, Jitesh and we had
Jitesh and
Rishabh Pant yesterday. Today, Dhruv, Samson, and you've had KL Rahul.
Now the 6th is happening.
Ishan Kishan. Now let's see how that
But
happens.
in this debate now, in this discussion, is KL Rahul fit to be a part of
No,
those
he
6?
see, never say never. I'm
Yeah.
saying who knows. Okay, assuming he's not batting, but I think for the team he's opening. And I know the slot is for a middle order batter. But let's say he has an outstanding season going forward, a
He
700,
can't,
800 season, and none of those other
And the
batters
other 3,
have.
let's say 4 don't.
Yeah, 4 or 5
Jurel, you
don't.
could say, is let's say the front runner at the moment.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
front runner is Jitesh.
Jitesh.
Because he's the
Jurel-
incumbent.
Jitesh.
He's the incumbent.
Yeah.
Among all the 6, Jurel is the only outlier.
Jitesh.
Because Sanju is the guy who's going to stake a claim in a big way along with Jitesh. You're looking at a backup.
But he's unfortunately also the guy who's unfairly treated also.
Exactly.
He's easy to leave out.
I know.
Which isn't fair. He's
See,
easy to leave out.
Don't be surprised if he plays ODIs. Because in a T20 World Cup here, he'll play ODIs.
No, but for Sanju to come in, he needs to, sometime what happens, I'll give you an example of Sarfraz when he was playing test cricket. You know, what did he say when he was on Sports Today? He said that, right? He knew that for him to come, he'll have to not do this, like if this is the top mark, he doesn't have to be here. He'll have to go 3 notches higher, only then will it come. So I think for Sanju, it'll be the same logic, that don't look at, okay, I'm the highest run scorer, but I'm highest by just 50 runs ahead. And so then it's very easy to still leave him out. If he has to stake a claim, he'll have to have an outstanding season, IPL, and there will have to be daylight between him and the others. Then he would be considered. The way he started, he's shown that. But the problem with Sanju is, the disclaimer with Sanju is, he often starts IPLs just like this. In fact, even better than this, he smashes 100.
I wish.
But then it doesn't continue.
I wish the selection was only based
day
on
one.
that first match that Sanju Samson plays.
Sanju definitely, Siddharth and I were talking about it, he's definitely making the day 1 all-time 11. If there was one.
IPL day 1 all-time 11.
Exactly.
Like first match all-time.
He's got 50s in last 5 editions, including this
4
one.
50s and 100.
100.
That is Sanju. Take away all the others. Day 1 of IPL, if he plays, he's a legend. He makes it. Eyes closed. No debate. But that's the way it is, and that's why.
Maybe he'll turn a corner. Maybe this time he'll show that the only thing missing, talent, stroke play, acumen, nice guy, everything, team man, everything works for Sanju Samson. The only thing that's not worked for him, which is the word he needs to add, is consistency. If he brings that to the table, then
Just a little bit of luck.
wait. But I'm saying forget luck. You make your own luck. You become consistent.
Yeah.
Let's see how many people are going to
Plus
trust you.
polishes play against leg spin. Against all other varieties of spin, he murders them. But against leg spin, he has a very strange kryptonite. I don't know why. Just ask Wanindu Asaranga how he troubled him. I don't know. He plays leg spin, left arm spin and off spin well. He has a weakness against leg spin. The rarest of rare Indian player who has a leg problem is leg spin. Normally, even our greats had trouble against off spin. Sachin had trouble against off spin.
Yeah.
But this guy has a problem in leg spin.
Okay, let's take a few questions. Dhanush.
Rahul did India a favor today not be in the T20 World Cup. We don't know.
So you assume
Yeah, so you assume. But okay, if the situation remains like this until May 1, then he's not making it to the T20 World Cup.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course. And I think whatever said and done, whatever the conspiracy theories, one of them has been disproved today that, it's all conspiring. There is a plan to bring him, so he'll bat in the middle order. First thing, that's gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
That conspiracy theory is ended. I never believed in it, never peddled it, never pushed it. That's ended. I'm happy.
Exactly.
Secondly, I think, let's be honest, even he in the back of his mind knows that he is not even in the top 3-4 contenders. Yes. Let's be honest. Your top contenders are Jitesh, your top contenders are Jurel. In the 4 or 5 that I see, Ishan would have been, but for the
contract.
The issue that's happened, I don't know whether that sorts itself out or not. And Sanju Samson to that extent, because he was selected in the last series that India played.
In against Afghanistan. Yeah.
Rishabh Pant is a dark horse.
Rishabh Pant is a
left field. He's a left field.
Left field. But in all of this, I think KL is behind. At least I think Jitesh, Sanju, to an extent, Rishabh. To an extent.
But I think the first
right now, without performance, as in you'd be looking at.
I think, but the first 2 names are that only for the T20 World Cup. Jitesh and backup is a Sanju or vice versa. Looking at current state of Indian cricket and also if the performances remain.
Yeah.
If the performances remain, I think my 2 are Jitesh and Sanju.
Even
or I wouldn't mind even a Jurel going there, because why I'm saying that is you are looking again, if the performances don't hold up, let's say these guys have dipped, then I think the third contender could very well be Jurel, because he does exactly what was the position also you're looking at. He's a number 7 batter.
Which is where
6-7.
Ishan as well, he will also have to do, let's say, another 100-150 runs more than anyone else around him to be able
Plus
to
he's not that batter.
Exactly. But again, if he is to, because he's going to be batting out of position. So how do you then stake a claim or get yourself into the team by doing something extraordinary?
To that extent also, Sanju, not in IPL, but Sanju has done it for the Indian team. You've sent him lower down the order, and he's happy to do it. But Jitesh and Jurel are natural fits in the sense they are accustomed to batting there.
Yep.
So then they are natural fits. But anyway.
Exactly. So Praneeth Datta saying KL and his strike rate is an old story.
Strike, I think he...
strike rate.
Or it means
strike late.
Maybe it's in just...
Either ways.
Yeah. Really impressed with Sanju captain, the way he scolded Chahal for looping the ball. Shows he's on this year. But again, Praneeth, wait. First game.
But captaincy, I think, is a valid point, because captaincy has never been an issue.
It's not been
He doesn't taper off.
Yeah.
Batting, yes.
Sure, he has a negative win-loss record as captain for Rajasthan Royals. He's lost 23 and won 22. Now it's level with 23-23. But I think Sanju, the captain, has never been a problem. Sanju, the wicket-keeper also not a problem. Only batter. That's the problem with him.
Okay, few quick comments. Ashwin's last over is a game changer, huh?
The one that he got rid of Stoinis.
Yeah, but I still think the spell by Sandip,
yes.
and even Avesh's last over.
Yeah. The second ball. 140 kmph Yorker outside off stump.
Yeah.
Excellent.
GGK says Sanju proved he is the best wicketkeeper bat for India in T20. Should play instead of Virat. No, you're pushing it.
I know, but this is GGK. We know where his loyalty is, and that's why.
Can't be. But valid point in terms of the first point that he makes.
Exactly.
That he's one of the, not the best, you could argue, but one of the top 2-3 options. Yeah.
He's there in that list.
Final comment from KK. He says, Nikhil sir, in T20 we can't demand consistency. If we demand, then strike rate is going to go down. Yeah, but 30-40. No, I agree with you, KK, but I'm not saying, I know you're talking about Sanju, which I mentioned. I'm not saying that he has to be consistent as in, every match get that. No. But in what has happened is, if I have to make a chart of Sanju's batting, it starts like this, it goes up, and then it falls and it's just there. I agree that if you're not compromising strike rate, but the chart has to go this. If it's this, it's fine. Highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. And then what happens towards the end of the season, you'll have a good 5-6 knocks to say, wow, those 5 match-winning knocks, 6 match. That's what you require. But in this case, it'll be that 1 match-winning knock. And then none. That's the problem. That's the consistency I'm talking about. I'm not saying every match he has to fire. No,
Sanju's knocks will be like 90s Mumbai skyline. 1 Manhattan, then Tough.
Yeah, but we would want the current Mumbai
Yes.
skyline when there is Manhattan, then some low rises Manhattan.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you want. Sure, Ananda.
In my opinion, if Pant has a half decent tournament, he walks into the 11 irrespective of others' performances. This could be an emotional decision. See, Shaurya, that is the problem.
He's answered his own question.
I think you've answered your own question.
Exactly.
Sorry, I completely agree. Because I tell you one more reason. One is, of course, his form. Then you look at as you say, is an emotional decision. The third thing is that, listen, Pant, the T20 player, wasn't really setting the stage on fire even before his unfortunate accident.
Yes.
Let's be honest about it. Pant in test matches, eyes closed. If he is fit, I don't want anybody else. Despite the fact that Jurel has had an outstanding, debut, but I would still put Pant ahead.
Yes.
I'll even go so far as to say, if you want to play Jurel as a keeper, I'll play Pant as a batter. How I fit him is another thing. That's how good he is in test match, no doubt.
Even for ODIs, he sticks
yes,
his game.
correct. Even for ODIs. That's what I was getting to. Even to ODIs. But in T20, even before the unfortunate accident, I didn't think he had the kind of consistency and numbers to push it.
22 average and just about 130 plus. That was Rishabh Pant, unfortunately. And in the IPL, it's muddled. He tried big scores, but his strike rate struggled. When he forsook, if you look at it, big scores, his strike rate improved, but there was no big scores. What do you do in that case then? So, yeah.
Okay, on that note, we'll take your leave. Thank you so much for your company. Great start for Rajasthan Royals. Has beaten Lucknow Super Giants, one of my contenders for top 4, but then so is Rajasthan Royals, so I'm not, and it's a long season. So,
and we have been treated to Mumbai versus Gujarat with Mumbai opting to bowl and Bumrah doing Bumrah things.
So next up, we're going to see you mid-innings, Mumbai, Gujarat, the marquee clash of the season so far.
Home away from home derby.
Yeah. See you then.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.